Channel Live. Entering this blockbuster quarterfinal, Rafa Nadal was a perfect 6-0 against Novak Djokovic at Roland Garros. But he had not won a European clay court tournament entering Paris for the first time in more than a decade. It was Nadal's 29th birthday, but it was Djokovic who celebrated. Here's how it went down.
Welcome back to what is well and truly the business end of Roland Garros 2015. Day 10 had drama and tension, but now the action continues at a breathtaking pace with a match everyone has been hoping for since the draw was made. The king of clay, Rafael Nadal, against world number one Novak Djokovic. Djokovic against Nadal. No introduction or stats needed. The tennis, along with Fred Stolle and Mark Woodford, will do the talking.
Point. That'll get the crowd going. Unbelievable applause for that one for both men. That's going to be go down as one of the rallies of the day, maybe not the shot of the day. That's out. So at a full stretch, Djokovic, a gutsy set from the number one player in the world. 4-love he led, 6 set points before he won it, 7-5 in an hour and 7 minutes.
There is the second set breakthrough for Novak Djokovic. The match is swinging firmly in his favour.
Djokovic mène par 5 jeux à 3.
And he's just about done enough to get through that second game. Looking comfortable momentarily. He's making it look easy. A love service hold. And Nadal now, after not even 2.5 hours, is serving to stay in the tournament. The king of clay has been dethroned at Roland Garros. Rafael Nadal's quest for a 10th French Open title is ended by the irresistible Novak Djokovic. After 6 painful defeats at Roland Garros in his career to Nadal, the world number one has finally exacted revenge and moves a step closer to his first Roland Garros triumph and the career Grand Slam.
This was a shocker to many, Jim. Just the second time, as you know, Rafa Nadal losing a best-of-5 set match on the surface of red clay. What was the biggest reason, in your opinion, Djokovic won?
Well, I think, first of all, the confidence he developed by beating Rafa, in Monte Carlo earlier that spring. That gave him a bit of a boost going into this. He was on a great tear that season in general, Novak. And then again, I think there was a real good game plan that he would use to great effect, where he started taking his backhand hard cross-court flat into the Nadal forehand. You saw a couple of the points there where Nadal tried to redirect it down the line and couldn't land it. That became a pattern that worked extremely well and still does for Novak. This was the second win of 7 consecutive victories Novak would have over Rafa. That would last a few years. It wouldn't be until Madrid 2017 when Nadal would finally stop that streak. So Novak could really crack the code, and that was a code no one had really been able to do. Obviously, Robin Soderling had the outlier win in 2009 against Nadal here at Roland Garros. But the ultimate test in tennis has been and remains, can you beat Nadal best of 5 on clay? And this was a day that Novak was able to break through and finally do it. It was impressive.
Yeah, I think also you look at the confidence that Djokovic was able to get just from winning that first set. I mean, he was up 3-love, he was up 4-0, and it could have gotten tricky. Nadal, in his true fighting spirit, was able to make that a real tough first set. And I think with Djokovic getting through it, building that confidence, he just did not let Nadal get a ball by him. The forehand of Nadal broke down because of those patterns, Jim, that you just talked about. And, you know, as you gain in confidence, as you see, okay, maybe this is my year, maybe this is my moment for Djokovic, you know, I think that just elevated his game by leaps and bounds. And for Nadal, a lot of us maybe we're questioning, okay, is the reign of Nadal over here? I mean, this was a pretty meek way for Nadal to go out, the play of Djokovic notwithstanding. Certainly we were wrong in retrospect on that one if we thought that. However, in that match, Djokovic just dominated.
I was privileged enough to be courtside for that one, and we had been circling that match since the beginning of the week, and Novak Djokovic jumped to a great start, and I remember him just getting on top of Rafa. Rafa was on his heels, something you don't see too often. That was only his second loss on that court, but Novak was just hitting through it, and if you saw the images, you saw the sun coming out, and the speed of the court was pretty fast, and Novak used that to get on top of Rafa, who only served 59% of first serves and won like 38% of the points on his second serve. And that's a key stat. If you can manage to keep Rafa to that low a percentage of wins in his second serve on that court, you're on the money. Rafa hit only 6 winners off the forehand side, and that's just something that's never happened before or since in a match like that. Straight sets for Novak that was really on fire and starting to hit his stride.
Yeah, Nadal said after the match, I lost in 2009 and it wasn't the end. I lost in 2015 and it's not the end. Well, to this day, Rafa Nadal has not lost another best-of-5 set match on clay. 118-2, Soderling, Djokovic, the only ones to break through. When we come back, John Wertheim joins Tennis Channel Live. He's going to talk about the 3 Frenchmen. He's reviewing his notes right now, trying to do something for the first time in nearly 4 decades. There he is.